Gin Blossoms follow you down Radio 96.5, 7:36, the Dominic Diamond Morning Show with Kate Vianis and producer Mark the French Bear.
Snow on the way, 10 to 20 centimetres falling before the storm wraps up around midnight. Now it's mostly clear and -6 at Radio 96.5.
And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome live on the show Mayor Mike Savage. Welcome.
Hey, how are you? Nice
I'm
to be
good.
Here.
What do I call you? Do I call you Mr. Mayor, Sir, Mayor Savage, Michael, Mike, Mikey, Mick, the Mick Mayor, Mr. Savage?
Give me those again. Listen, we're very informal here. So
Yeah.
Lord Mayor, or LM for short, or Mike,
LM, I like that. You can call me Dominic, Lord of Cheese.
Okay. What's your favorite cheese?
Oh, nice. Turning the tables already. Well, I would say a mature cheddar, but a proper mature cheddar, like a Scottish mature cheddar, not some of the things that pass as mature cheddar in the stores.
Not the weenie cheddars.
Not the weenie cheddars, though.
Yeah.
Someone did once tell me, and I don't know if this is a trick they play on Come From A Ways, that if you buy the standard mature cheddar from the store and leave it in your fridge for like a year, then it really starts to taste good.
Well, you know what? Somebody told me if you take a really nice wheel of cheese and you put it in the corner of a basement, you wait till it turns, and that means that the maggots are coming out of it, and then you cut that piece off and you eat that cheese. That's when it's ready.
Really?
I have no idea.
See, I
it
believe
sounds
that
good,
stuff.
doesn't it?
It does. Can I ask about your name? Is that okay? Because, see, my name is Dominic Diamond, so I had to go either into entertainment or wrestling, right? So with your name Savage, obviously the name, didn't harm your dad. He was a former premier here. But did you ever think that it might be more suitable for other kind of jobs, like your brothers and that? What do they do with the name Savage? Like, is there a butcher? Savage Butcher would be a good, good name for a butcher.
Certain types of movies, perhaps.
Yeah,
would make you think of that.
Yeah.
Football player, wrestler's good. Randy Macho Man Savage.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of different ways you could go with that, but politics is one. I suppose
we could be a tag team, Dominic Diamond and Mike Savage.
It'd be great. I'd rather be a tag team with your co-host.
With Kate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Downtown ImIn, which is happening this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Halifax and Dartmouth. It's an invitation for the public to say what they would like to see in their downtown areas. Yep. How did this start? I mean, were you personally walking around downtown and thought, you know what, this could be a little bit better?
Well, the issue of the downtown in Halifax has been around for a while, and like a lot of cities, we've had a bit of a hollowing out of the downtown over the last number of decades. The peninsula of Halifax used to have more people living in it than it does now. Now, families used to be bigger too, right? I come from a family of 7. There aren't many of those these days. But other cities have invested in their downtown. We've done some as well. I mean, the convention center, the library, these are great things. We've got a lot of development going on now in the downtown core. But a successful city is in many ways defined by its downtown. The life, the culture, the vibrancy, the excitement, the buzz. There has to be that in the downtown area, and it has to be a safe place to go. So putting all those together means you need to have people living, working, playing, shopping, eating, all those things downtown. So there's been a lot of activity about the downtown, and when I ran for mayor, I talked about it. I said, we can do better. And so this is really, pulling people together, and we could wait forever. We could study it. We could do all those things. This is pulling people together and saying, tell us some things we can do now, and tell us some things we can do that may take more midterm, and let's get going on some of these things.
Well, watching the video of you going around asking the people that you can see on YouTube, the first 3 suggestions are a car-free Spring Garden Road, more bike-friendly downtown, and free Wi-Fi downtown. How realistic is it to expect big budget changes like these from this initiative? Well,
we are doing big budget things downtown. Right now with the new library in Spring Garden Road, we're going to be doing some public realm investments to make that better. So things are possible. We are looking for an investment in our downtown core. There is an economic plan that the city has adopted. We're looking for other partners, federal, provincial. But some of this takes investment. Some of it takes, private investment, and it has to be led by the private sector. People have to want to go downtown. So we have some retailers that are going downtown. As I say, there's lots of buildings. And what I really like, Dominic, is that we've got buildings that are of all price ranges now, or a lot more price ranges. You don't have to buy a $600,000 to $1 million condo to live downtown. We need some of those too, but we also need people who go there right out of university. We need students. We need, families to live downtown. If we're going to do that, it's going to take a little bit of a shift.
Now, talking about families, as a parent with 3 kids myself, one problem I have when we come up to Halifax in the winter is that it is frigging cold. And my kids are always looking for stuff to do indoors. Now, you can go to the Discovery Centre, you can go to the museums, and then that's it. I noticed there was one person on the video was suggesting an indoor skate park. Another person wanted an indoor playground for kids. How important is it for us to get a lot of indoor stuff, especially looking at the winter we've just had?
Well, it's two things. Part of our plan is to make it warmer downtown. We're going to talk to people who influence the weather. But yeah, we do need stuff downtown. But you know what? We have downtown. We have the Oval. The Oval is fabulous. What a gathering place and exciting, a place of public health and excitement. But we do need things. The new Discovery Centre is going to be fabulous downtown in the Nova Scotia Power Building. And that's a major public investment from 3 levels of government. Hopefully 3 levels of government and private sector. That's the kind of thing that is exciting for people to come downtown. You have different stops, and then the exciting thing is just to get people walking around and meeting each other, saying hello, buying local stuff, shopping in interesting, neat places, having a bite to eat here, having a drink there. And then that's how you build it bit by bit by bit.
How much of this is to improve Halifax for people who live here, and how much of it is to attract tourists to come into the city? When I noticed some of the suggestions, which were really nice, like there was one guy says he wants free hot chocolate to be dished out when it falls below a certain temperature. Another guy wanted those free pianos standing around the city. How much of this is for the people who live here, and how much is it to attract tourists?
Well, it's a good question. I can't give you an exact percentage, but it is obviously both of those things. Yeah. A successful city has people in it, and people, you occasionally forget that, but you need people. You need them to visit. You need them to come here to go to school. It's a big advantage that we have with our educational institutions, and you need people to live, and all of those things tie in together. Yesterday we announced a web.com golf event is coming to Halifax. We've got the Ford World Curling Championships coming. We've got MMA coming. We've got all these different things coming. And that's good, and we've got universities, but we really need to drive more of an exciting atmosphere downtown, work with the Downtown Halifax Business Commission and all the people who have an interest in this, the Downtown Dartmouth Business Commission, who are partners on this event Saturday, and I think it's going to be very positive.
Yeah. It takes place at the City Centre Atlantic Atrium on Spring Garden Road and at Alderney Landing Farmers Market, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Will you stick around and indulge us with some Dominic and Kate's dumb questions?
Absolutely. Listen, that's what I live for.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. Okay, we will have Joel Plaskett up next on Radio 96.5. Joel Plaskett, love this town on Radio 96.5, 7:49, the Dominic Diamond Morning Show with Kate Vianis and producer Mark the French Bear.
On Wright Avenue, the railway gates near Happy Harry's are down, but there's no train in sight, so the ghost train of Burnside rides again. And it's Wednesday, so there must be snow coming. 10 to 20 centimetres on the way. It's -6 in Halifax.
That song was personally selected by our mayor, Mike Savage, who joins us live there. Great choice, sir.
You got to love Joel Plaskett, eh?
Oh. Phenomenal. Thank you very much for hanging around for Dominic and Kate's dumb questions.
Great.
Kate, would you like to kick us off?
Don't be afraid to throw a smart one in there too if you've got one in your bag of tricks.
I think you're confusing us with the CBC.
This is a very intelligent question, actually. What's the best place to get a donaire in the city?
I guess I got to go Tony's.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, although the Dartmouth downtown, was it Ravenna downtown, Portland Street's pretty good too, and they make a very good donaire at Cascade in Dartmouth.
Do you know you actually get a surprise?
But I haven't had one in a long time.
Have you not?
No.
Is that a deliberate health thing, or
yes, it's a deliberate health thing. Can't you tell by looking at me? I'm a pillar of health, and I don't eat donaires.
Are you trying to tell me donaire's not health food?
I'm not saying anything. I don't need to be sued by the donaire factory. Yeah. But listen, I've had my share.
Yeah.
I had my share.
You would have someone running against you on a pro-donaire ticket in the next election. Do you do something special on Valentine's Day?
Yes. Whatever's in my schedule, I do. I will do something special on Valentine's Day to prove my love and lifelong commitment to my wife.
Good.
How'd that sound?
That sounds good. You've got away with that one, so
thank you.
That's good.
Is it ever okay to wear pajamas in public, do you think?
I have. I wore pajamas, actually, a bathrobe on Parliament Hill to promote an event called Work From Home Day years ago with the now Minister of Transport, Lisa Raitt.
All right.
So I guess it would be okay to wear pajamas in public, but it's not okay to wear them to bed.
As mayor, would you ever consider selling the naming rights to George's Island?
Well, we did. George gives us a lot of money. What do you mean selling naming rights? You think he gets that for nothing? Talk serious. That pays for half of the arenas that we have.
Have you ever climbed the wave?
No, I've not climbed the wave. It's way, way too high for me. It's eye level.
It's great,
but
though.
you know what? You got to have a little common sense about this. It's a fun thing, and you know, don't let your kids climb off it and fall down. Be careful.
That's the sensible mayor kicking in there, isn't it? That's good. That's damn.
Yeah.
What
else you got?
Can I say I climbed the wave as a 40-something man?
Did you?
I climb the wave all the time. It's the most ignored sign in Halifax. Is that little sign at the bottom of the wave that says "Do not climb"?
Yeah, you'd be better off probably putting a sign there that says "Go at it," because then people. No, but seriously, people want to do what they're not supposed to do.
That's
right?
it.
I know that. I'm a politician.
What CD do you have in your car CD player right now?
Probably Dire Straits, Money for Nothing from 1986 or something like that. I suspect that might be it. Or the Pogues. The Pogues,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Love the Pogues. And
I
Matt Mays. I got Matt Mays, yeah.
I used to drink in a bar called the Libertines Bar in Camden in London when I lived there. And I would say 9 times out of 10 I would go in there. Shane McGowan, the singer from the Pogues, would be opposite me and at this great square bar. And, he didn't get that. He didn't get looking that way through drinking prune juice. I can tell you that. Every time I was in that pub, Shane was there. But I was too scared to go up and say hello because he's just one of my heroes.
Well, something from this century, it might be Coldplay. I might have some Coldplay in the car. It wouldn't be in the CD right now, but I might have that. If I rule when I will rule the world, Vida La Vida.
Yeah.
Like that.
Is that your pump-up song for elections?
It's about somebody who used to be king, not somebody who wants to be king. So it doesn't fit.
What's the last thing that you built out of Lego?
Good question.
I would say I'm not particularly mechanical. I'm trying to think what it might have been. It might have been a box, a small box.
Sounds like my Lego skills.
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked crack cocaine?
No, I never had the opportunity or the interest. But I understand some others do.
Can I ask you? Do you think that a mayor should stay in office if he has been exposed to someone who smokes crack cocaine, or should they resign?
That's a long, convoluted question. I think that if you're talking about which mayor are you talking about?
I am talking about Rob Ford.
I think you should follow the law of the land, and I guess I'm not as exciting as some other mayors. I do make lots of videos, though. I just do different things in them. That's all.
If you could compete in any Winter Olympic sport, what would you choose?
I would say the ice dance. No, seriously? No. I would say any Olympic winter sport. I think it would be fun. I'm not sure I would actually do it, but the bobsled, it's not as crazy as going down face first on the skeleton or the luge. I mean, man, that's crazy stuff, right? Yeah. But the bobsled, at about a mile and a half an hour, I could do that.
Yeah. One final question, and again, this is a more serious / smart question. As you can tell, I've got my smart stance on. As the mayor of the capital city of Nova Scotia, would you welcome Scottish independence? We got the referendum coming up this year. Would you welcome an independent Scotland?
You look like Alex Salmon there. No, I wouldn't. I come from another part of the UK that has wanted independence for some time. Northern Ireland, part of the country at least. Look, I think that the UK is a great place to live. I think Great Britain is a great country. I think Canada's a great country. I think we're better off together and have to find a way to make it work. That's really what politics is about, making things work in spite of difference. So I would say no, I wouldn't welcome it. I might understand it, but I wouldn't welcome it.
Okay. The Downtown I'm In is this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Halifax and Dartmouth. In Halifax, it is the City Centre Atlantic Atrium, Spring Garden Road, and at Alderney Landing Farmers Market in Dartmouth. I'm in.
Yep. Excellent. I'm in too. Come to either one of those. It'll be simulcast. Great speakers. Talk to us about the downtown. It's great to be here with you guys.
Lord Mayor, a.k.a. LM, thank you very much for joining us on Radio 96.5.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Kate. It's great to be with you.